They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Warner. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. On the return, Hester. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
They forced 7 turnovers. 7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Off the play fake. McGee. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off play action. McGee looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards to pick up there. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now they'll change things up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Warner. That's pass complete to Justin Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Here's Warner. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McGee. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Warner to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun, here's Warner. It's Kelsey on the ground. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Warner. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, The defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, Warner. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a lot's changed in a short amount of time. You had the safety. That led to a touchdown. So their commanding lead, not so commanding anymore as they begin anew with a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Who would have juked? And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They brought the house that time with a young rookie, maybe a little wild through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Middle of the field to Jefferson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Warner. Oh, he stays up. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Here's Hester. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing.
Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. To throw on second down. Warner complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Operating from the gun. Warner. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to a 5-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
This one taken in by Hester. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. McGee. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. Looking to throw. McGee. And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 172 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. McGee, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. And he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. McGee. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a first down throw. Warner. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll be Warner on first down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's He's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Herbert will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now an audible here into something else.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
That'll be caught by Hester. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
182 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 38 yards. yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Warner from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. On 1st and 10, Warner. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Operating from the gun, Warner. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's not 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Vikings have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And now they'll shift things around. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So that effort gives them a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's loose again. Inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. On first down, Warner. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Inside the 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
And just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Keep it up. Keep it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, Warner. That's going to be caught by Moss. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. An even 90 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first. pass. He's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, and the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Warner. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Here's 3rd down and 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Shoves him away. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they run on first down. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. How about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Bears, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first.